Morning, cows. This gives you some idea of just how flooded the place has been. Even this lake flooded. That's the tide line. And then, yeah, it's now about 1.5 meters lower than it was when we arrived. Crazy. It's day 4 back down at Sewells, and I've been beaten by the Bell brothers and by Ross. Justin managed to get a bag full of bream, I think 20 pound of bream. I started off on the whip and I just got too bored and too tired. So I take my hat off to all you match anglers that stand there for 6 hours just whipping out fish. It got the better of me after about an hour. And when I heard that Ross was bagging up on bream, I went onto the feeder and it produced absolutely nothing. Apart from one bonus perch, which was a nice surprise. But I'll empty my keeping it out. But this is basically just probably an hour and a half's work in the net, and the next 4.5 hours I sat struggling with the feeder rod, catching nothing. Nice bag of roach, skimmers and perch. But cool. It's not quite the same as 80 pound of bream, but good fun on the whip. Yeah, it's a nice roach. It's been a cracking 4 days, and I think the evening's entertainment has got the better of both of us today. Commiserations to Gaius, he struggled even more than I did.
And me.
And Will, but you had a jack, that was good, didn't you? And you lost that big one.
Yes, I did indeed.
Yeah.
We have Justin's haul of bream. Very impressive, very impressive.
So what were you catching all these bream on?
On the feeder.
I knew that, I mean, what bait?
Just double dendrobina ground bait feeder, very close in.
Close in?
Yeah.
In what sort of depth of water do you reckon?
20 yards out in 10 feet of water.
Okay. But when I was float fishing yesterday, I noticed that there was a massive undertow coming back into this corner from that side to this side. So the wind's been blowing like that way, and the undertow's been going that way.
The reason I came in close with the feeder was because I'd intended to fish the float close in, but the tow was so bad, I couldn't fish it.
Where was your float towing to then? When
left to right.
Going back out there? Yeah. Yeah.
It was like trotting a stick float.
Yeah. It's a wicked lake. I'd definitely come back here. I can't believe how little it gets fished. But because it doesn't have carp.
On YouTube and put the postcode in.
Well, there is a resurgence, isn't there, of match angling, I reckon, and people are a bit sick of carp, I think.
I mean, I had that nice bag of silvers yesterday, and this is probably 50, 60 pounds in there.
Wicked. Can we have a look?
We can. Right. That's it.
The other thing Will did to me is he said, bloody hell, it's 12 o'clock when I was getting ready. And I knew that when I came over to you, it was 11, and I said I wouldn't be long because you got here early.
11:40.
It was actually 11:40. So I shouted across to you, oh, you better start, it's start 12 o'clock. So I lost 20 minutes from the start. Humbled me again, bloody annoying. That's 3 in a trot now, isn't it? There's one epic bag. Well done, by the way. How long did it take for you to discover then that they're all there? Presumably when your wagglers started misbehaving and you put speculative casts in with a...
That's probably average sort of size. So what's that, £3? Give me on that.
Yeah, about that, isn't it?
So there's 20 of that sort of size.
Nice. You may as well let them go one at a time, aren't you? Or you're just going to let them all swim out. So the record in here is meant to be £12. Tidy old fish. Any nice big roach?
I think that's a hybrid.
Hybrid, yeah.
Skimmer.
Yeah. I was catching those on the whip to start off with, and I was thinking, no, I'm going to give you a run for your money today. Because my whip, I was catching plenty, but after an hour, I just got so bored and tired of doing it. Rebait, recast, rebait, recast. So I sort of gave up. That's a better one.
Yeah, there are a couple.
That's the bigger one, isn't it?
There's probably a couple bigger than that.
If you want to just tip them out, mate.
I was going to get the big one for you.
I've seen enough.
There you go.
Oh, it is a big one. It's got a cormorant mark in him. It's a shame, isn't it? the net that just keeps giving.
Still they're coming.
So, have you had an enjoyable day today?
Really enjoyable today.
Okay.
Whilst I hate bream, there was something very satisfying about catching by design.
Yes. Yeah. With the right kit, it's wicked. Did you miss many bites?
Loads.
Did you?
Probably should have another 10 plus.
Yeah, interesting. Were you striking little taps to hook those?
I was trying to let the tip wrap round, but they weren't having it. They
No.
were quite cagey bites.
Yeah, that's interesting. I think fishing shorter, it's much easier to actually get the hookups, isn't it? That's the other good
It was
advantage.
much nicer fishing short.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I was missing bites, it was tapping away on the rod tip's not going round. Then I've got to wind it in bloody 80 yards to rebait and then recast.
If I did this again, I would bring a lot more bait and I would fish braid as well.
Even at short range.
Even at short range, yeah. Just the bites, as I say, weren't particularly confident. I think the braid would have been more
No, with the braid they'll feel the tip sooner and they'll reject the bait because they can feel the tip. The bit of stretch that you have in the mono is a good thing.
Oh, a thoroughly enjoyable weekend.
Yeah, it's been wicked, isn't it? I've really enjoyed it.
I was down when the river verdict came.
Yeah, I was a bit gutted too, but it's been interesting, isn't it?
It's a fantastic venue.
Mm.